Let's keep it up. Only 5 more to take out.
Hey, N.O.T.I Gaming here, and today we're going to talk about PvP in Destiny and whether or not it's broken or one class is stronger than the other, thanks to a comment we got about 2 weeks ago on our video talking about the Taken King and what we wanted and what we didn't want to see. So, I'm Puddin.
I'm Frozone.
Mr. J.
And we had a comment saying that, someone pull it up, that we had dubbed Hunters OP because of the fact that they have perks that specifically benefit shooting mechanics, which is reloads and stability. And no other class does. And we were presented a comment stating that that was incorrect and that Warlocks had to be the most OP due to abilities in their subclasses and just overall utility.
He kept referring back to the super as being the Sunsinger, in specific their super, as being the reason that they were OP. He brought up some interesting points, and today we're just going to discuss that.
So the first point he had was self-revive. Warlock's the only class that can literally win after they've already lost, which is true.
Yeah.
Trials of Osiris, a Warlock can always come back, but it's never... I want to say for a veteran player, it's not difficult to distinguish whether someone has a super that's on the opposite team and keeping track of that super.
Basically, if they're running in Reckless, they have a super. That's the first giveaway that they have one. And also, even especially in Trials of Osiris, if you have the whole team around you when you're killed, especially when it happens to every Sunsinger, if you respawn and there's more than one person around you, you're dead.
Well,
that happens to me every time.
It happens a lot, but what my team have done in the past to counteract that is have all 3 players be Warlock Sunsingers. But it's still fundamentally flawed because you can easily say in round 4, entering round 5, that when was the last time Parting Platypi used his super? He hasn't used his super all match. We know he has it up round 5. Watch for it. And either someone's going to use their super, or even if all 3 players didn't use their super, you can still, on occasion, single one person out to the opposite side of the map and start with him and then move on to the others.
I've had a team that has done that very efficiently because we've gone up against an entire team of Final Round Sniper Sunsinger Warlocks, and it's all about strategy at that point. Final Round Snipers, they fixed it. Finally, thank God.
I just got one the other day.
Just got. But if you keep your sniper trained on their ghost, like say the other ones aren't Sunsinger Warlocks, you keep one person just trained on their ghost. That's all you need to do, especially in trials.
But you need to make sure that it's sniper capable of pulling off an overshielded revive.
Well, my thing is, if you're competing in Trials of Osiris
like a black handler
avidly, then your
icebreaker. Yeah, your sniper should be up to par.
Yeah.
But his second, so that's a good point, self-revives, but it easily countered.
Yeah.
Second thing was barbecue nades, which we all know of as
the incendiary.
No.
Or is it the one that the sun comes up and it shoots you?
Solar grenade? No, it's not solar. Solar fusion and
I can't think of it.
I can't think of it. It's like a flare.
I think it is flare.
No. Whatever. Long story short, the grenade, it picks 3 targets.
And then it shoots
and fires at the targets. And the point of barbecue nades is to use Viking Funeral. So it does extra tick damage. And I, as a Warlock, use that technique. And it's good for finishing kills or starting battle. But it does take out 3/4 of your health. 1 grenade. And it's either you go with fusion grenade and go for that one shot, or you go with that other grenade that I just can't wrap my mind around right now.
Yeah.
And have a weakened target. But once again, I want to say it's all up to player tactics on whether or not you get out of the situation. There's a lot of YouTubers lately talking about PvP and like you can be a good shooter and you have a lot of skill, but that skill comes down to whether or not you pick your engagements correctly.
Exactly.
And if you're hit by a grenade and you can't make that judgment call that you need to move out of the area, or that if you just overall can't assess the situation, or they get the flank on you, that was a failure of assessing the situation. You deserve to die in the first place.
Exactly, and that's why I find Hunter so OP is because they, on kill, we talked about this, they get things that improve their skill.
That literally stability increases.
Yeah. So, when it's harder to assess a situation for a warlock because you don't know if they have those
playing
perks
control,
propped up. Yeah.
playing control, we don't know if that. Well, you can watch kill feed, but in that split-second decision, it's hard to tell whether or not someone's loaded on a perk.
Yeah.
So you don't know if that hunter's around the corner and he has 3 stacks
Exactly.
and ready to just drop you 2 shots with a messenger or with a hopscotch pilgrim or something because his stability is beyond God.
Yeah. Exactly.
So that is just. Or like lately, there's been a lot of sniping montages in Trials of Osiris where guys just round a corner, and just bam, bam, bam with their sniper rifle, and people are going, "Wow, that guy really knows how to use sniper rifle." But then he just procced stability 3 times,
Exactly.
and the recoil's managed, and he's just ready to go. Okay, coming on to the next point is the Ram helmet. Everybody knows it as the king of exotics for warlocks right now. If you're not wearing a Ram, what are you doing?
Yeah. Exactly.
Literally is what people have to say about it. But I'll tell you right now, the Ram is not my go-to.
It's not mine.
It's
Mine
Void
is
Fang Vestments.
Mine are I used to be Void Fang
Or the
Vestments.
Nothing Manacles.
Nothing Manacles. That's it for
It's
me.
one or the other. But I find that extra strength on the Void Fang Vestments to be what makes me happy, because I already know I have my grenades ready.
Mm-hmm.
So knowing that my melee is always going to be ready too, is keep it going.
I depend heavily on that second grenade when I'm using Void Fang Vestments.
Oh, Void Fang Vestments.
Or not Void Fang Vestments, Nothing Manacles.
Nothing else.
Yeah.
No, I use my Void Fang Vestments not on my Voidwalker, but on my Sunsinger.
Really?
Because then I can have Viking Funeral, and I spawn with a grenade, and I can have 2 other grenades, and I can just murder, and I don't have to worry about it. But he picks the Ram because everybody knows if you have a Radiant Will, or was it Radiant Skin?
Radiant Skin. That's
Radiant Skin, Sunsinger, they get boosted up to what he said was 342%, which I don't think is quite right. I think it's a little bit high, but I think it is around the 300% marker of damage mitigation and whatnot. But there are still mechanics in the game that balance out that huge amount of mitigation.
Mm-hmm.
So, worst case scenario, you round a corner, Radiant Skin Warlock coming at you hot, Ram helmet, fully loaded. There's a few things you could do that would just prolong your life, but odds are with all those grenades, they might get you.
Yeah.
But playing as Titan,
Master Race.
On God. Playing as a Titan, in PvP, I've leaned away from the Armamentarium and my Insurmountable Skull Fort and away from my ICD feedback fences. And I've started using the Peregrine Greaves because I come across those Ram Radiant Skin Warlocks. And the Peregrine Greaves, every time, will one-shot a Radiant Will Warlock. Hands down. It's just, you're around the corner, he's there, you're there. Worst case scenario,
a short skip with the X button or the A button if you're playing on
A button,
and then shoulder charge.
And
that
then
knee,
click the stick, done.
That's all I
do. I play with the Scuff controller. I don't even have to move my thumb off the stick.
Yeah.
So my melee is primed, and that's every time you can catch a Radiant Skin Warlock wearing the Ram. But my second question was, when I read this comment, what he had to say was that's still a very strong suit having the Ram, because what can hunters do against this? Because Golden Gun doesn't one-shot them.
That's very true.
But Golden Gun doesn't one-shot Titans either. But I've come across people in Trials of Osiris who use a very risky tactic to counteract these mechanics, and that is to just say, screw the Achlyophage Symbiote, all those other good.
The Nighthawk, Celestial Nighthawk, that will take you out.
They just use the Celestial Nighthawk. They say, I don't need 3 kills. I will go for 1 and done, and I know that that target's going down after that bullet lands.
And I think more often than not that one-shot kill from a Celestial Nighthawk
Is
will more valuable than a
way more valuable. Like, I've played matches where it's a Hunter and a Warlock, and the Warlock does come back from life, wearing the Ram, doesn't have Radiant skin because they use Radiant. Not Radiant Will. It's Radiant Will, isn't it?
It's like some
Whatever.
from the ashes or something like that. I don't remember.
Screw Warlocks.
Yeah.
But, come back, and at the same time they hear that noise of
it's
resurrection, it's see the gun in the air, one shot in the chamber, boom, done. And it's just, that's one of the main reasons I have to say Hunters take the cake.
Hunters. Yeah. And then I was surprised to see that. I thought the quick dodge was going to be like a jumping addition or something, but it has an entire tree line for itself. That and
It's like at the very end. There's
thought-
other better things.
I thought it was going to be like a jump perk or something, but it's
No.
not. And then same thing with the smoke grenade. I thought it was going to be part like of a grenade perk, but that has its own tree line as well.
But you can have it. There's a perk for it where you can get 2 smokes.
Really?
Yeah. 2 smokes.
2 smokes.
2 smokes. I want to take that back. I want to say there's a perk for 2 grenades, but then they just came out with that exotic that allows you to have 2 smokes.
Okay.
Whatever. But watching footage from Bungie, talking about.
The live stream?
No. There was some. Okay, so we ended up babbling about whether or not Hunters were this and that, and we decided to come back at it and just say whether or not
PvP as a whole is broken.
is broken.
Yeah.
And I want to say, just like the U.S. government, there are checks and balances in place that keep it stable, and it works.
I'm gonna have to disagree with you.
I have to disagree with myself because that's bullshit. I think fusion grenades are fucking retarded.
Oh
and
my
flux
God.
grenades are retarded, but they give Titans magnetic grenades like it's gonna fix it.
And then
magnetic
it follows.
grenade, it doesn't kill anyone.
No.
And then charge is just
Shoulder charges. I'm the first one to say it because I use it the most. It's OP as shit.
it's OP, but you know what? It takes a lot of skill to actually like have it primed at the right moment.
I've taken down several golden gun users.
Fucking no, dude. Shoulder charge is just wrong.
And they just, I've gotten hate messages like, stop shoulder charging.
I fucking think bubbles don't work.
Bubbles,
I
do
think
not work.
Golden Gun needs to do like more damage. In all of Destiny, I think Golden Gun needs to do more damage. PvE, PvP. But it should be enough damage to stop a Titan from Titan slamming, and it should be enough to stop a Radiant Warlock. I feel like, because it is a super. But those bubbles, dude. Those bubbles make me so upset. I wish it was the bubble canceled it out. Like, if a Titan came down and Titan slammed and there was a bubble up,
Yeah.
the bubble would, like, eat that super and you'd walk away from it.
And I feel like that's fair.
I feel like that's more fair than having it burst and then you die
Yeah.
and your team dies
Yeah.
and Armor Light just magically floats away, and I hate that. Or, like,
Yeah.
a Vortex.
Grenade.
Look, if a Vortex Nova Bomb hits my bubble,
It's just,
it's void on void.
yeah, because it
Like, that should make some time paradox so the match just ends, in my opinion.
just the map gets sucked into a black
Yeah.
hole. Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
What if a Vortex Nova Bomb hits a bubble, and then the bubble traps it into like a black hole, and anybody who then walks into it, whether friend or foe, is like eaten by the black hole?
That would be dope.
That would be a weird mechanic.
That would be a really weird mechanic.
Like if it just turned into a trap after that, but no one got the points. It was just death by whatever. Like a Titan Slam came down, it would absorb that shock, and then there would like be a lightning storm inside the bubble, and then forever for the rest of the map, that fucking spot was just a death zone. I think that'd be cool, but totally retarded at the same time. But PvP as a whole is broken, and there needs to be a lot more balances.
I feel like I'm one of the few people who still uses fusion rifles, and I get a lot of hate for that because of the range. You just have to time your charge ups right. That's all I got to say about that.
Yesterday, I was playing a lot of PvP because yay for Iron Banner, and I was using shotguns, and I figured out the trick to shooting a shotgun absurdly far. And I'm not going to tell anybody because it is so wrong. No, it's like one of those things where while I said this on YouTube, Crucible would just melt.
You just feel like, look,
Everybody would just go run strikes until the DLC came out.
one ring to rule them all.
Yeah,
You can't let it be in.
I
one
can't.
person's
I
hands.
can't. I know
Too much
because
power.
I know for a fact that I'm the only person who knows the secret. If I was to let it out, the fucking game would break. Like I'm gonna have to go have a conference call with Bungie and be like, "Look, guys, I found this hidden mechanic in the game. And it just needs to be fixed. Okay, I haven't told anybody yet. You're welcome, but
Just get it done.
fix it."
Next weekly update tells you how to do it.
I know, right? Deej would like announce it. So right now, apparently, there's a problem with shotguns, and this is how you do it. But you're not gonna fix this for another 238 days, just like the last word. Like, if you think shotguns are bad now, I dare you to come across me in PvP. Like, that's a bold-faced challenge. Like, find me, 1v1 me, my gamer tags posted at the beginning of the video, talk to me, we'll do it. We'll throw down. But I will show you what it means to use a shotgun. Because I'm not one of those people who's like, oh, look, I found a matador, I found a party crasher, I got a Phil Winch's line, I'm just a Billy Badass using a shotgun. I take shotgun to the next level. I make it like an art form.
I've seen him. It's
Pretty ridiculous.
Like, yesterday, I was playing Iron Banner for 2 hours, and I shot a guy from range, and I was like, you know what? That one should have killed him. And I looked at my shotgun, and I was using a secret handshake on accident. Like, I was using a secret handshake. Literally has 2/3 the damage of the other shotguns, and I was still kicking ass. Like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, people on Xbox One who have to face me. I'm evil. But I'll still kick your ass with a piece of shit shotgun.
Look, whether or not the Suros gets buffed,
Service.
um,
Auto rifles are dead to me now.
I'm gonna be using it anyway, just because.
I was playing the other week. I made a challenge for myself. Like I play with assault rifles sometimes,
Yeah.
just to auto rifles.
Yeah.
Just to experience what it's like to be a pleb on goddamn Destiny.
Oh,
Look,
man.
I used the sidearm, the Bestian Dynasty, for an hour, and I went positive the whole time, just as my primary weapon. Like, people suck at Crucible, and I'm tired of manipulating it for my own will.
The new Crucible sidearm.
The new
looks
Iron Banner.
promising.
What? Screw that, dude. All the vendors now have their own sidearms.
Alright.
And I'm good. I will find the best one. I'll be there. I will be that person. Watch. It's going to be something like they're going to fuck up somewhere, and it's going to be like the Amalon weapons, even though they're energy-based, are going to be hit scan detection, and their sidearm, since it uses the same liquid fire bullets, is going to be hit scan detection instead of timing.
No Bungie knows.
And fix it now, Bungie. Because if I find out that sidearm's hit scan, they're done. They're done. And then it turns into a scout rifle.
Yeah, literally.
A sidearm scout rifle. But PvP is imbalanced.
Yeah.
And I make it imbalanced.
Sir Wallen does this whole thing. He does lore and stuff, but he does heavy PvP. He's like, this is why Destiny's broken. He breaks it down into just like little morsels. You guys should check it out.
I could break it down in numbers, but then it hurt my own mind.
Yeah, seriously. So
PvP's broken.
PvP's broken.
Um,
That's the moral of the story.
yeah.
Titans are still master race.
Titans are master race, and it's not because
They're OP or anything.
they're OP or anything. It's because their background story.
Yeah.
It's the lore behind
It's the
Titans. that
lore
makes them
behind
Titans.
Titans. It's so amazing.
It's literally, they should be uncontested in anything they do ever.
They are the ultimate warriors. Look, we can't get into it right now. That's another video, I think. That's true.
There's nothing better.
There's nothing better than Titan.
Fuck you, space magic. There's just nothing better than a Titan. Even though they do too use space magic. Well, now that I think about it, do they really use space magic?
I feel like it's technology.
I feel like they just use technology imbued with space magic.
Doctor Doom status.
I feel like, because they don't use blink, so it's not space magic.
Yeah.
I feel like they use regular jetpacks, they use stun grenades, lightning grenades, which are just high arc charge grenades, pulse grenades, and then they have suppressor grenades. I still think that's space magic inside of a grenade. And then void grenades, more space magic inside a grenade, and then
Like if that turns
magnetic
out to,
grenade is literally a magnetic grenade. But
if that turns out to be the case, my respect for Titans just goes up.
Yeah,
so much.
I think Warlock's the only one that uses space magic. Like, okay, you can literally bring yourself back from the dead.
Yeah.
Like, that's space magic.
Well, everyone's bringing themselves back from the dead, technically. Your ghost is just like,
Oh yeah, your ghost is just like, yeah, don't worry about dying, bro. Even though you constantly find dead guardians everywhere.
There's
Because they
nothing
get their
left.
ghosts destroyed.
Not even the light.
Or yeah, they suck the light out of ghosts.
Yeah.
I don't really understand that.
Oh, the hive's supposed to be up to some creepy shit with that. Collecting light.
Light collection is weird.
Weird.
It's weird. But anyways, PvP's broken. If you really like to talk to me about it, here's my address. We'll sit down right here and discuss it. No, but hunters are OP, and I know for a fact because I recently revisited my hunter after making my second warlock and after my 7th titan. I made my second hunter, and playing her in PvP is just rude.
Absurd.
It's rude. Like, you think warlocks are bad because they're shotgun melee? It's like maybe I'll find the clip and I'll put it up. But it's like I come into engagement and I have a shotgun in my hand. It's like, oh no, he's too far away for me to begin shooting. Let me just throw this knife 25 meters, hit him with a headshot, and then just have to have a fly land on him to kill him.
Just tickle him.
Just tickle him. But maybe I'll make a tips and tricks video. I don't know, because I don't want my secrets out there. Because like, I play like a baller. Hit me up.
Can you teach me your ways so I can get good in Destiny?
Maybe.
I'm not good at
Maybe
Destiny
I'll show
at
you
all.
something. A little something. But yeah, that's it. PvP's broken. Hunters win. Titans are master race. Warlocks are cool for PvE. So I mean they're cool in Crucible too. I mean I like their mechanics, but I feel like they don't just stand up to others.
Yeah, that's true.
That's it. I mean they stand up just enough to use them, and like I think my Warlock is the bee's knees when I play Trials, but it's almost my favorite character to play when I play Trials. But it's the way I play the game that makes the Warlock work in Trials. It's not the mechanics of the Warlock that makes it work. That being said, I'm Puddin',
I'm frozen.
Mr. J.
and that's Naughty Gaming.